working together for the last, I don't know, a year and a half or something like that. He has a book coming out next year, and it will be published by my publishing company, Whistling Rabbit Press. So he and I are working together on a project I'm very excited about, and so welcome, Danny.
Yeah, thank you, Jennifer. Thanks for inviting me down from Reno. And so I actually rehearsed this, and I think it was coming in like just over 7 minutes. So, but you can chime in with the triangle if you need. Anyhow, I have a short reading and a little talk, and then I'm going to play a song. But the topic that I want to talk about, that's something that's sort of come out in my writing, is this idea of declinism. And probably many of you have maybe heard of this, but it's this idea that a country, society, or institution is in significant and irreversible decline. And this is a common fear throughout human history. From the telegraph to the novel, in fact, society has often cringed at new innovations in human behaviors. No doubt humanity faces many great existential challenges, and our inaction or apathy could be our end. And we're culpable for the health of our planet. But as civilizations rise and fall, the human species has always continued to endure. The recurrence of declinism throughout human history then maybe suggests that we are and always will be concerned with our own collective mortality. And maybe this fear of our own impermanence is actually our best survival mechanism. So I think what I've realized as I've been writing on this book that this kind of theme has sort of come out, or at least I've seen it as I've read some of the stuff I've written. So I think it's just my way of understanding what this means within the larger context of human history and what our past might tell us about our future. So just a quick excerpt from a short little piece I wrote for the Reno Gazette-Journal recently on kind of some of the work I do for research. So, wood rats survive throughout the harsh and beautiful landscapes of the American West. These denizens of the desert are known for their characteristic nests, often a conglomeration of sticks bonded together by a slurry of sand, urine, and feces. And they are also obsessive interior decorators. Pine cones, rocks, and even bones can be found integrated into their nests. As they comb their surroundings for novelties with which to adorn their house, wood rats collect all manner of human debris. I've seen beer cans, bottle caps, and mylar balloons woven into the woody structures. Even tin cans, likely from prospectors gone ages ago, carefully incorporated into a pile of sticks. These discarded fragments, repurposed as wood rat nest embellishments, lie withering in the desert sun. In this way, their nests serve as time capsules, providing clues as to the inhabitants of the landscape in times past. Perhaps humans are not so different. I have traveled many times along Highway 395, south of Bishop and Lone Pine, south of the drying remains of Owens Lake, where much of what is left swirls in the desert wind. Here, eccentric residents still aspire to small-town success. On my first trip through half a dozen years ago, the Lemon House of Cartago was not yet for sale again. This bright yellow and rounded building, recycled instrumentation from the military-industrial complex, was intended to be a roadside jerky stand and tourist attraction. Bought and sold, moved and painted, this peculiar structure traded from one resourceful human to another, struggling to carve out a living in this harsh landscape. Now the strange house sits for sale. The saguaro cactus and dinosaur statues still watch over the front yard. This eclectic property and its recycled artifacts now await their next incarnation in the cycle of human innovation. The surrounding desert sparkles with Budweiser cans, plastic Vons shopping bags, and the shattered glass of old television sets. Several acres of creosote have been scraped clear for a solar array. Inside fences lined with the wind-blown jetsam and flotsam of consumerism, the metallic faces of solar panels track the desert sun. These technological monuments of the new age surround the desiccating remains of the American dream of a bygone era. But will they last, or are they yet another ephemeral marker of human enterprise deteriorating under the perennial desert sun? When they do, perhaps the wood rats once more will recycle these relics of the past.
Very nice.
So I'm gonna try to sing the song fast. Maybe cut out a verse just quick. This is a sort of a goofy song I wrote a while ago about this idea of declinism. Actually, it was like a night drinking and watching the news too much, I think.
I can make you feel like declinism.
Okay, did I mess that part up? There we go. All right, this is called Bringing the World Down. Well, I was sitting down on my lazy chair one day with my daughter in my lap. And I said to her, back when I was your age and just about your size, just a young whippersnapper about knee-high into a grasshopper. We didn't have no cellular smartphones. We didn't have no cellular smartphones at all. The cellular smartphone is evil. It'll make you stupid. The cellular smartphone is bringing this world down, bringing this country to hell in a handbasket. And when I was a little kid, a bit younger than that, my daddy would set me on his lap too. And he would tell me, when I was just about your age and just about your size, just a young whippersnapper about knee-high into a grasshopper, we didn't have no television. No, we didn't have no television at all, you see. The television is evil. The television will rot your brain. And that's the way that it went throughout all history. Kids sitting on parents' laps, you see. All the way back. Until one day it wasn't actually a kid sitting on a parent's lap anymore. But rather it was an amoeboid, or a protist. And so this protist sat his little protist kid on his cellular membrane and said to him, when I was just a young little kid, about your age and about your size, we didn't have much oxygen in the atmosphere. We didn't have much oxygen at all, you see, because oxygen is evil. It's bringing this world down. Bringing this world to hell in a handbasket.